welcome to my channel, guys.
Hey guys, okay, so the video today is going to be a really quick, easy wing liner tutorial. I want to quickly show you some tips and tricks that I use to get my wing liner exactly how I want it so that they're symmetrical and they look good. Definitely keep in mind that you can use gel liners, liquid liners. There's so many different formulas. I find that for beginners, the gel liner, which would be what we're using today, with the angled brush is the easiest way to start because you just have more precision and more control with this as opposed to a liquid liner. So anyways, let's get started. Guys, so I didn't apply any product onto my eye so that you guys can see clearly what I'm doing. I start out with my angled brush and dip it into the black gel liner, and I always dust off or scrape off the excess on the back of my hand so that there's not a big glob of product onto my eye. So I'm going to start off with the point facing towards my eye, and I'm going to follow my bottom lash line to create the wing first. This is just going to give me a guideline of how far I want my wing to be, and then I'm going to take that brush with the point pointing towards the outer corner of the eye, and I'm going to start connecting the wings line to my lash line. And this literally is so easy to do because the brush is already so thin that it's going to help you create that really straight line on your top lash line than if you just did the top lash line first and then you're like, oh my god, what direction is this wing gonna go in? So always do the wing first because that's literally gonna help you so much in doing the thickness and the rest of the eye, I guess you can say. Okay, so then all I do is fill that in with the point still facing towards the wing liner, and then I flip the brush around the opposite side with the point facing towards the inner corner, and I start filling in the front of the eye. And at this point you can manipulate how thick or how thin you want it, but that's literally it. I'm sorry, I know the camera wasn't too clear because I was kind of out of focus for a minute there because it's so hard to film and focus while making sure that I'm doing the liner the right way, but you're going to be able to see it a little better here. So again, I'm doing the same thing. I'm following my bottom lash line and creating the wing first so that I can have a better guide on how far I want it to be and stuff like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Start following that same line and start creating that shape that I want, and that helps me really get that line super straight than if I just did the lid first and then I try to do the wing and I'm like, oh my god, where am I going to put this wing? So as you can see, it's super easy when you do it this way. And then I just flip the brush again with the point towards the inner corner and I start filling that in. And at that point you can manipulate how thick, how thin you want it. You can make it more dramatic, less dramatic. I just did a really simple shape to show you guys how it is, and at that point you can see that it's symmetrical because you just have to keep looking at it and doing it and looking at it and doing it so that you get the shape that you want. So yeah, this is the process for when I do my eyeliner. I know that it's different depending on who whatever eye shape you have, so always just make sure that the top lash line is more rounded, and that should flatter any eye shape regardless. But yeah, it just takes patience and just keep practicing and you guys will get it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye.